Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel called Adult Club 16. Yes. Today, I'm going to be telling you guys my interests. Not interests like riding bikes, playing video games, or drawing, that stuff. It's a different kind of interest. Not what I just said, but this interest is what I call for movies and shows, which I'll get back to that, which I'll explain that after I give a shout out. I believe this is the first time I gave a shout out to any of my friends, but I'm gonna give a shout out to my friend Corey. Corey's a cool guy and kind of funny. In biology class, he told me to do this. See, look at that. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that now. I'm thinking of having hair shaved on the side to make myself look like a male teenager. I don't have the muscle, guys. I don't like working out. That's the problem. But anyway, as we're back onto this video, I'm gonna tell you guys. Time to eat this Hershey bar. Chocolate. I'm gonna just throw this away. Anyway, so the interests I call is for movies and shows when the animation, when it's calling interests only works for movies and shows when I look at a show, I'm like, wait, that show looks cool. And I get like extremely curious to watch it, and before I even watch it, I picture scenes of what's gonna be like before I know it. But then I watch it, I have the strong interest. I'm like, ooh, I should draw pictures of it, look at images and pair it with music and stuff. So, you know what I mean? Basically, an interest is like it's only animated movies and shows. So an interest is an animated movie or show, 2D, 3D. When I get very curious of what it is, and then when I watch it, I draw pictures of them, look at images while playing songs, that stuff. So that's called an interest. It's one of my words, one of my invented words. So here are my interests. There are a few ones that I stepped down automatically, but here they are. So in 2019, I got interested in this show called Shaun the Sheep, made by Armin. It's a British TV show. I don't know if it's still running or not, but that I I loved the show. Like even the episode 2's Company, where Shaun met Lola, and I looked at images while playing songs for that, and somehow I automatically stepped down on the interests. I was like, okay, I'm thinking of other stuff. So, and there was also Chicken Run. First, I remember the exact date. I first watched Chicken Run 1. It was February 3rd, 2023. And I got interested in it and did the same thing. Draw pictures and look at images while playing songs. But I automatically stepped down on the interest. I was like, But then when I heard about the sequel, and I got back to that interest, and automatically I stepped down. It lasts for like 3 months or less, or more. And others were used in such as Surf's Up, made by Sony Pictures Animation, and a little bit Thomas and Friends, but not exactly. I didn't like look at images while playing songs and draw pictures that much. Well, drawing pictures that much, and I did not look at images while playing songs. And others, very briefly, this infamous show made by Cartoon Network called Mixels. How many of you know what Mixels is? The only thing that was considered an interest was I pictured the Mixels getting on a school bus and the song That's What I Like by Florida and Fitz. It's based on Peanuts movie. And I can't think of other interests, but currently, as of let me think. Somewhere in May, I think. May 2024. Yeah, 4. It's not a show or movies. It's Velvet and Veneer. Characters from a movie, Trolls Band Together. So far, Velvet and Veneer is my biggest interest of all. My number one interest ever. And I noticed it was cool. I don't want to step down on it. I don't want to drop it. And I imagine 4 movies and an adult sitcom of them. I don't think I will make this sitcom at all because, copyright. Guys, I'm trying to say this stuff copyrights are stupid and the government is thinking wrong. That stuff. I'm trying to see if the government are gonna regret okay, we'll change about copyrights. Well, please, we'll let you use copyrights for free, please. Guys, I don't know why it ends up being 10 minutes when I film. Feels like every 45 seconds is a minute. And someday I'm gonna tell you guys the story of how I got interested in Velvet and Veneer and the timeline. And like I told you guys, there is an interest candidate, the Amazing Digital Circus. I've told you in my Down at the Creek video. I'm nervous of like replacing Velvet and Veneer, but ChatGPT told me interest shift and involve, and it said I can do both interests at once. I'm sort of optimistic. I'm like, on this hand, I like both at once. On the other hand, the Amazing Digital Circus is gonna replace Velvet and Veneer. I don't want that to happen. So, the look of the animation is cool. Like, I'm finding it interesting. And, yeah. I don't know when I should see it. I don't want, like, my family knowing. I mean, I don't want my parents knowing. But I'm comfortable with my brother and sister. You saw that. It's because my hands are dry. It always happens every winter. And Anna, why? Well, I actually know why. It's because it's a cold humidity, and I'm allergic to the soap at the school. I don't like putting grease lotion on my hands. I don't. But I have to. Yep, I'm comfortable of watching The Amazing Digital Circus with my brother and sister. I don't know when, but it has to be when my parents are not noticing. Because when it comes to an interest, it's kind of private. You know? And an interest can be, like, I get talkative about it to my brother and sister to, like, get attention, you know? Another interest, sort of, American Dad. And there was another interest, and I drifted away from it. It's an infamous show called 64 Zoo Lane. And by infamous, I mean it's not that popular anymore. Nobody watches it. It's. I once saw it on TV, and it was on Sprout. And a couple years later, the years went by, and I thought of having the interest in it. I just saw it on YouTube somehow. I was like, oh, that's the show. Then I thought of watching it and got the interest in it. I don't want to get back to the old interests at all. I don't. Because I'm paranoid if I, like, replace Velvet and Veneer. But ChatGPT told me I can like both interests at once. So anyway, that's it for today, guys. Like and subscribe. Comment down below what videos I should do next. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it. What should I say? Something else. So we'll see you all later, and let me know if my interests are cool, and hope I have good luck with watching The Amazing Digital Circus, and I'm happy y'all sent, you know. So bye.